Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the realities of living with spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell to stay updated on all things SMA awareness. Today's video focuses on a topic that doesn't always get the spotlight it deserves. Why do individuals with SMA often struggle with neck support? At first glance, this may not seem like a big deal. But anyone living with SMA or caring for someone who does knows just how essential neck strength is in daily life and how challenging it can be when it's compromised. So let's unpack what's going on, medically, physically, and practically. To understand neck support issues, we first have to understand SMA itself. Spinal muscular atrophy is a genetic neuromuscular disorder caused by a mutation in the SMN1 gene. This gene is responsible for producing a protein called survival motor neuron, which is crucial for the health of motor neurons. Those are the nerve cells that send signals from the spinal cord to the muscles. When this gene doesn't function properly, those motor neurons start to degenerate. As they die off, the muscles they control begin to weaken and waste away, a process known as atrophy. SMA primarily affects voluntary muscles, those we can control, like the ones used for walking, breathing, swallowing, and yes, even holding up our head. Let's zero in on the neck. Supporting your head might seem effortless if your muscles are strong. But your neck muscles, especially those in the cervical spine, work constantly against the force of gravity to keep your head upright, aligned, and stable. Now imagine those muscles growing weaker over time. That's the reality for many individuals with SMA. The motor neurons that control the neck muscles begin to deteriorate, especially in the early onset forms of SMA like type 1 or severe cases of type 2. As those neurons are lost, the muscles can't function properly, making it harder to support the head. For infants and young children with SMA, this can mean never developing the ability to hold their head up independently. In older children and adults, it may mean progressive weakness that leads to poor posture, fatigue, and discomfort, especially after extended periods of sitting upright. When neck muscles are weak, the body often tries to compensate by shifting posture. That can lead to forward head posture, rounded shoulders, and even spinal deformities like scoliosis, which are already more common in people with SMA. And let's not forget, weak neck muscles can also interfere with breathing, eating, and communication. When the head slumps forward, it can block the airway or make it more difficult to project the voice. Fatigue sets in faster, and daily tasks become even more challenging. Here's the good news: there are ways to manage and support the neck, even when muscle strength is compromised. First, physical therapy. With the help of trained therapists, individuals with SMA can work on targeted exercises that maintain as much neck strength and flexibility as possible. While therapy doesn't stop the disease, it can help slow the progression and prevent secondary complications. Second, supportive devices. There are specially designed neck braces, collars, and headdress that can provide stability and support throughout the day. For wheelchair users, adjustable head supports can be built directly into the chair for comfort and alignment. Third, postural adjustments. Using cushions, adjustable seating, and proper positioning techniques can help relieve strain on the neck and shoulders. Small changes in how someone sits can make a big difference in fatigue and function. And finally, medical treatment. Disease-modifying therapies like Spinraza, Zolgensma, and Evrysdi have changed the landscape of SMA care. These treatments aim to improve or preserve motor function, and in many cases, they help individuals retain more muscle strength, including in the neck and upper body. For many individuals with SMA, neck weakness is just part of everyday life. It means taking more breaks throughout the day to rest, using supports in cars, wheelchairs, or even in bed, adapting how they eat, talk, and breathe when fatigue sets in, and being constantly mindful of how their body is positioned. It's not just a physical challenge, it's a mental and emotional one, too. Imagine not being able to lift your head to make eye contact, or needing help to stay upright when talking with friends. These moments can chip away at independence and self-confidence if the right support isn't in place. But here's the inspiring part: individuals with SMA adapt and persevere every single day. They use their voices in powerful ways, whether that's speaking softly from a headrest or typing out advocacy messages that change lives. So, why do individuals with SMA have difficulty with neck support? Because SMA targets the motor neurons responsible for voluntary muscle control, including those that keep the head upright. It's a combination of muscle weakness, spinal alignment, and fatigue that makes it such a challenging, but manageable, aspect of the condition. With the right therapy, tools, and care, individuals with SMA can live full, empowered lives, even if they need a little extra support along the way. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit from it, and comment below with your own experience or questions. Let's keep spreading awareness together. Until next time, stay strong, stay informed, and never stop advocating.